listenable.com/golf guys. Those Weekend Golf Guys is a pretty nice website. It's getting totally rebuilt. Totally rebuilt. 3 months ago, it was supposed to be here. Alas.
It's ahead of schedule then.
Yeah. It better be damn good when I see it. It better be damn good. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. We are those Weekend Golf Guys, and we are here every week, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time with our national show, and then live at 11 locally right here, Big X Sports Radio. Those Weekend Golf Guys. It is us. I'm John Ashton. He is intrepid producer Mark, and again, Jeff, what's his name? Smith. Man, Jeff Smith, I don't know if you've heard this yet or not. We have mentioned it. I hope you're aware of this. But Jeff Smith was named a couple months ago by Golf Digest magazine as the #1 golf instructor in the state of Indiana. And one of the top in the world. Country, world, whatever.
We couldn't agree more.
No, absolutely.
More well-deserved.
Absolutely. I mean, he straightened Mark out, literally, in about 22 seconds.
You're right.
With a simple grip change. And it wasn't a grip change per se. It was, because a lot of people, those you get those grip trainers and you get these guys that you have to have your fingers here and your hands here, and this has to point, 17 degrees. Oh, nope, you're 17.2 degrees. You're screwing it up. Jeff basically, he went to Mark and he said, just put your hands down by your side. Okay. And stuck a club in your hand.
Yeah.
And said, that's how you hold it.
I do that.
No special thing. Just that's where your hand goes. That's where your hand should be. That's the position your hand is at when your arms are straight.
Yeah.
So if your hand is in that position, when the club gets to the ball, it's going to go straight. You're going to be straight. You're not going to have any Didn't take 17 hours of practice to get used to it or anything, man.
I remember one time we were at the golf show here in Louisville. We were out there on Hurstbourne, and he came by. And I said, "Hey, Jeff, look at this grip." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "What do you think about it?" He says, "I think it's great if you want to slice the ball," which is exactly what I've been doing.
Yeah. I mean, you got a guy who can tell just by the way you hold the club that you're going to slice. That's a guy you may want to talk to a little bit about a lesson or two. But anyhow, we just again want to send our congratulations along to our partner in crime,
indeed,
Mr. Jeff Smith. He will be around and get quick fixes. He can fix you right up, no matter what ails you. So he has fixed us substantially. I have new. This one thing though, this is, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this frustration. Because patience is a virtue, but not one of mine, as most of my friends know. I got 3 new wedges in the mail.
Ooh,
Wednesday.
Did you gap wedge?
I got a gap wedge.
Oh, thank goodness.
I have never had a gap wedge.
We're not going to have to hear that this year.
So,
thank you, Jesus.
Well, there goes one of my excuses, though, because it could have been,
right.
That was perfect for a gap wedge. I wish I had one. No wonder I'm over the green. I had to use a pitching wedge, and a gap wedge would have done. So now I have a gap wedge. I got 3 wedges, 52, 56, and 60 degrees.
All right.
And I have been swinging them in my living room, much to the chagrin of other people in my living room. It's like, get that away from me. Just have not been able to get out and play. And it's frustrating. Because I get, I want to play. I get disappointed if I can't. But this whole, either you work or it's raining.
Yeah.
And I can tell I'm getting a lot of sympathy from you. I appreciate that. It's in the dictionary between sim and syphilis. You can look it up if you really need it. Huh? But no, I'm really looking forward to that because it's one of the things Jeff always makes fun of me is they have clean grooves. So I just wonder how much more spin I'm going to be able to get with new wedges. Because, I mean, they're brand new clubs. My other clubs, I bought them used. They were, 4 years old when I bought them. Now they're 12 years old.
Yeah.
So, probably need to go out and get one of those wedge sharpening tools.
Yeah.
They're groove sharpening tools.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to it. I really am. And like I said, a lot of opportunities to start playing in scrambles. And now that you know how well you can profit by doing that, and if you missed any of it, again, just go to facebook.com/thebusinessgolfcourse, and we can share more ideas there on how to actually use golf effectively. That's the one thing. Properly is one thing you want to do because you want to make sure you don't screw it up. Because you can, as easy as it is to do more business by playing golf with people, it is as easy to have them walk away and never want to see your face again. So there are plenty of mistakes you want to make sure you avoid. And they're not glaring mistakes. It's not something that, you say, oh, well, I should have known. Sometimes you just don't think about it. So, again, all that stuff is available for you at facebook.com/thebusinessgolfcourse. So sign up, and it's free. Just ask to join, and we'll let you. Because we're that kind of people.
There you
go.
We're just those kind of guys, man.
We are, man. We are. So anything going on in your world you haven't played yet this year, have you, man?
I have not. So, yeah, I'm kind of anxious to do that as well.
Yeah.
We'll be getting some, lots of opportunities.
Yeah, the golf card will be out. Dugan was telling me in about a week or two, the 2021.
Oh, okay.
And I know I'm not conversant of all of the courses that are on the card, but I know Old Capitol out in Corydon has been added this year, which is cool because I've never been there. It's funny. I've lived here for 30 years, and never played at Old Capitol in Corydon.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the courses I was going to play this year anyhow.
Yeah.
And
we'll have to get up there.
Yeah, it's also
one
time
day when it's nice.
Yeah, when it's not 56, feels like 43. Also want to do. This is the year we're going to do Lucas Oil. Used to be Old English Golf Course.
Right, we've been up there before.
Yeah, not since Lucas took it over though.
True.
When we were there, Carey was running it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's down here in Albany Springs.
Right.
So we're doing that, and of course some more time up at the French Lick place. They're getting back open again.
Good.
So yeah,
love it up there.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's the one thing too, and I want to say there's a deal. This is not a paid advertisement. This is just I was looking around and I found a deal that really needs to be. The management needs to be congratulated out at Glen Oaks. Glen Oaks Country Club out in Prospect.
Mm-hmm.
They have a thing that they call a Prospect membership. The fee $0. Doesn't cost anything to join. You get a discount off of the normal greens fee rate, which is like $39 during the week. I mean, it's totally reasonable, not really priced more than the average golf course in town.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you get free lunch and a free drink if you're there, before like 1 p.m.
Huh.
Great deal. Great way to expose the club. And the thought process is the same because I don't know how you feel about it, but other than the fact that my wife would shoot me were I to spend money to join a country club because she has no desire to play golf. And she's doesn't like hanging out of swimming pools. And she doesn't play tennis. So why would she want to join a country club?
Right.
And, for the social schmosocial. She doesn't even like people. I'm lucky she talks to me half the time. So I can't. Joining a country club would be the only way I could do it is if I could hide the money some other way. But this is also, I wouldn't want to spend the money to join a country club personally because I don't want to have to play the same golf course over and over and over again. And if I spent money to join a country club, I would feel beholden to play that club. Because
Sure.
if I'm paying X amount of dollars every month to play golf, why would I go somewhere else and incur additional fees to play golf when I could go to where I'm already paying?
Right.
And I just think that would get, I don't know, maybe you join a different club every year if you want the variety or whatever. But I would not be happy playing the same course day in and day out. Because, you know it so well, you get so good at it, it would stop being a challenge, he said. So you can only do this 8 times, but the thought process is just that you probably may not want to join the club because you don't want to commit yourself to playing there exclusively. So come here 8 times. We'll make it very attractive for you to come here 8 times. You may fall in love with the place to the point where you say, yes, I do want to pay the money to join. That's fine. That's probably the thought process is I'm sure a number of people, a goodly percentage of people would say it's close. It's a great golf course. I like the amenities. I'm going to pay the money to join. Because also fees for joining country clubs are coming down substantially because of the competition. And I believe that both or all 3 Glen Oaks, Persimmon Ridge, and Polo Fields are all owned by Club Corp now, which is one of the big private club owner-operators in the country. That also is a good sponsor of a good program that run by a friend of ours, by the way. So,
yeah?
Golf Talk America.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And get a chance to check out Mr. Bassett, Frank Bassett at Golf Talk America at golftalkamerica.com, or you can also go to pgatour.com and check him out. There's another podcast, too, that I've been asked to co-host with a recently acquired friend of mine, and it's called The Approach Shot. And it's very loosely based on golf. We talk about golf in the title, but it's more about the approach than it is golf itself. It's more about, we talk to people, as we say, the famous, the not so famous, and the infamous about golf and life and how they approach it. We got this week, just this morning, Tom Abbott, who's the play-by-play guy for the LPGA. We met him at the French Lick for the Senior PGA. The guy also is the co-host of Big Break.
Oh, yeah.
Guy with the British accent.
Yeah.
He was cool. We talked about golf, about the funny thing. Do you know what they do? Because I've always wondered this. And if you watch the LPGA Tour, I'm sure you wonder this too, because there are a lot of foreign players on the LPGA Tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him how hard it was to learn the pronunciations. And you know what they do? Ingenious. Is they go around to the players with their phones and say, "What's your name?"
Brilliant.
Pronounce your name. And then they go back and they practice. They practice.
I
So,
think that's brilliant.
yeah.
You know?
Exactly. That's what professional announce people do. and it's cool. But we were just talking about the proliferation of and the growth of women in the game of golf, both amateur and professional.
Mm-hmm.
It has been hovering right around 22%. And that's something else you can do. Just as an aside, if you are putting together a scramble team, is don't discount inviting the women that you know. Don't just say, well, she's a girl, she probably won't want to play. Or she's a girl, she probably won't play well. I was at a networking thing the other day, and a woman said, we need to talk because I need to get my name out so that people invite me because I'm very good at golf.
Yeah.
And she said, and I get to play from the ladies' tees. And she said, I can outdrive most men from their own tee.
There. Yeah.
But you put me on a ladies' tee.
Not a contest.
And they're using my drive most often.
Yeah.
So, do not discount the women. And don't invite them just because they're women either. I mean, that's
Right.
tacky.
Right.
But, do not discount them. And just put it together, again, in a way that will help your business, not necessarily help you win the golf tournament or the golf scramble, because that is fleeting fame. That, buy your own golf balls. Don't worry about winning them.
So he's the ones you find in the woods.
Exactly.
Like the rest of us.
Exactly. You ever seen that chart on the happiness quotient of a typical 18-hole round? It's a graph. We have a copy of it up at Facebook.